What is up, everyone? Thank you so much for joining me. We have a brand new setup today, new lights, new camera, so I'm hoping this one's going to be a banger. Now, today I'm doing a video that I kind of wish I had when I had started bodybuilding. So when I first got into lifting, just like everybody else, I thought I knew absolutely everything. I thought I knew it all. No one needed to tell me nothing. I knew how to get huge. I knew how to be Ronnie Coleman in 3 weeks. I saw the magazines. I've read the magazines. Duh, I know what to do. Now, it wasn't until I wasn't making progress after a long time of lifting that I realized, hey, maybe I should do some research and talk to some people who know what to do and how to get big, how to put on muscle, so that I can actually reach my goals. So today I'm going to be talking about the 5 tips I have for beginner bodybuilders and things I wish I knew when I started bodybuilding. So for me, it all started back freshman year of high school. I was probably 14 years old, and our school had a weight room. So I'd go down there with my friends and we'd lift a few times a week, 2-3 times a week after school for like 45 minutes. When we were doing this, we would do the exact same thing every single workout. So we'd walk in and we would curl the dumbbells, we would bench, so we were doing thighs, chest, we'd be doing shoulders, we were doing full body like 3, 4, 5 times a week. And for that whole year, we didn't make any progress, obviously. We had no rhyme or reason, no program. We were just doing absolutely whatever we wanted to do. Just whatever was fun. So after 1 year of still weighing 100 pounds, freshman year of high school, wrestling at the 106 weight class, I kind of realized something, wasn't right here. So I was approached by someone else working in the weight room to join the powerlifting team at my high school. So I joined a powerlifting team. So this gave me my first bit of structure in the lifting world, where someone was actually telling me what to do, giving me a workout split, telling me how much weight I should be doing, and designing a program for me. So this was a powerlifting split, right? So it wasn't meant to make me grow, it was just meant to make me stronger. So I did get stronger, and I have a certificate back there for like a state record at my weight class. I think it was like 123 weight class or something, deadlift state record. So it did work, it did help make me stronger, but I wasn't building the size that everybody wants because I didn't know what to do. I was just following a coach, doing a certain amount of sets, a certain amount of reps, and not training for size. I had no idea what to do. So now we're going to get into the 5 things I wish I knew when I started bodybuilding. And since starting bodybuilding, I've gained 60 pounds around, maybe a little bit more, in the last 3 years. So I kind of know what I'm talking about when I say that these tips work. So number 1, you need to build a foundation. Now what does this mean? Imagine you're trying to build a house without a foundation, right? No matter what you do, how much you're building it up, it's always going to crumble. You can't build a house without a foundation. The first storm that comes, it'll be destroyed. So what do I mean when I say build a foundation? Okay, it's pretty simple. You want to have a good understanding of how to lift, proper form, the movements and different exercises. If you're coming into the gym and you're looking to get huge and you're like, oh yeah, man, I'm gonna be like Jay Cutler next week. You don't even know how to bench properly, you don't know how to squat properly, you don't know how to deadlift properly, you don't know how to leg press, you don't know any of that stuff, you're gonna have a really hard time and probably get hurt and make no progress. You need to do a lot of research. If you don't have any prior lifting experience, maybe go to the gym with someone who does know how to do those things, who can teach you those things, and who's done it before. Build a good foundation, learn how to lift properly, learn the proper form, learn about the machines, and learn about the gym. There's lots of good YouTubers, you guys know, who can teach you those things. Just go on Google, look it up, look how to do proper exercises. I know there's been a fake weight scandal recently, but Athlete is a good one who can teach you how to properly lift. Getting into number 2, this one is huge. I made no progress until I learned this. Number 2, you need to learn about nutrition, okay? We're trying to build a house, right? Let's say your body is the house and the nutrition are the bricks. Without the bricks, you can't build a house. If your body doesn't have the supplies it needs to build the house, you're not gonna be able to build the house, okay? So you need to learn about proper nutrition. For the first 6 months of my career, I didn't know anything about macros, I didn't know anything about calories or protein intake, any of that stuff. So I wasn't making any progress until I learned about those things. You need to learn about caloric surplus, caloric deficit, macros, what maintenance calories are, what total daily energy expenditure is, what a proper protein intake is. I'm not going to go super deep into that in this video. I'm just telling you things that you need to research and need to learn. But learning about nutrition is just as imperative as the lifting is. I almost think nutrition is more important than the lifting itself, just because without the nutrition, you can do all the lifting you want and you're not going to gain any size. You might gain a little in the noob gain phase, but after that, you're shit out of luck. You need to learn about nutrition. So my number 3 tip for you is you need to keep a journal. Now, when I say keep a journal, I don't mean you have to literally sit in the gym and write down every single set, every single weight on a notebook. Some people do that, and that's perfectly fine. If that's your style, you can do that. But you need to keep track of your progress somewhere in your phone notes, in a notebook, on a Word document, whatever. How will you know if you've been making progress unless you can look at your past progress? If you don't know where you've come from, how are you supposed to know where you are now? So what I personally keep track of is I keep track of my body weight every morning, especially when I'm cutting. Also when I'm bulking, I keep a general log of my body weight, and I do weekly averages so that I can see where my body weight is trending. You don't want to take just one body weight a week because it fluctuates so much throughout the day. You don't know if that's the true average. So you want to take weekly averages of your body weight. I also keep track of all my PR lifts, and not just like 1 rep max PRs, my set PRs if I'm doing dumbbell press. And this week I got 100s for 12. Well, I'm going to try to get 100s for 14 next lift, okay, or 13, or adding 1 next week. You need to keep track of set PRs, overall PRs, body weight, and generally just how you're feeling. You know, if something's not working for you, you might want to modify it. But keeping a journal will let you know what you need to change, when things are working and when things aren't working for you, and when you become stagnant. Now, number 4, keeping on track with the journal sort of, is you need to set goals. Not just huge crazy goals like, yeah, I want to be 300 pounds of muscle, right? You need to make short-term goals and long-term goals. Short-term goals should be more realistic, more achievable, and then personally I like to make my long-term goals really big and robust, because even if you fall short and you've set these crazy huge goals, then you're going to get farther than you were if you set this really small tiny goal and you met it and you weren't trying that hard, right? You know the old saying, you know, shoot for the moon, if you miss, you'll be among the stars or whatever. That's kind of true, but don't shoot for the moon. Shoot for galaxy 30645, way over there as far as you possibly can, right? So I like to set all my PR goals for the years. I am not a powerlifter anymore, but I still like to set, you know, PR goals for bench, squat, deadlift, dumbbell, whatever you enjoy. And I set a body weight goal. You know, I'm not going to force feed and get super fat to get to that body weight goal, but I have a general idea of where I'd like to be size-wise, body weight-wise, and where I'd like to cut down to, you know, bulk to. If you don't set goals, you're just wandering aimlessly. It's kind of like trying to get somewhere without a map, someplace you've never been before without a map. You know, you've never been 250 pounds of muscle before and you're trying to get there with no goals. It's like trying to get to, I don't know, the middle of Antarctica with no map, which would be, you know, hard for anyone. And my number 5 tip for you is bodybuilding is a marathon, not a sprint. And I know that sounds cliche. I'll tell a story for this one. So I remember back when I was just like, you know, a little kid, probably like 10, 12 years old, I'd be like, man, I want to be like super ripped and huge. That'd be so cool. I'd get all the girls. Like, I wouldn't have any trouble doing anything if I had like a 6-pack. So I'd look up those videos on my phone. I'd be like, oh, I didn't have a phone. I'd be like on my computer or whatever. And I'd be like, how to get a 6-pack in 10 minutes. And I'd be like, holy shit, this is so cool. So I'd be in my room doing leg lifts and stuff, you know, and some push-ups here. I was like, oh man, I'll be huge in like a couple weeks. Like, this is going to be sick. Actually, a couple days, I probably thought, because the video said 10 minutes. Little did I know, I found out later, that obviously that didn't work. Those videos didn't work. Bodybuilding takes a really long time. Rule of thumb for natural lifters is they say it takes 3 years to even look like you lift. I know that sounds really awful, but you need to learn to enjoy the journey. Bodybuilding is a marathon. It's all about the journey. It's not about the destination like a sprint is, you know. Take it slow, no rush. You have your whole life to make gains, and realistically you could probably peak out in 10 years, and that's not a long time. You know, that's not a long time at all. It'll go by quick. These last 3 years of serious bodybuilding have gone by so quickly, and I'm so excited for the future. You need to learn to really embrace the journey, accept that it is a long marathon and not a short sprint. If you want to sprint, go join track. But even that is a marathon, because to be the best, things take a long time. So just to recap, my 5 tips is 1, learn the foundation. 2, learn about nutrition. 3, set goals. 4, keep a journal. And 5, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that, and comment down below what you'd like to see next. I'm very appreciative of my current 57 subscribers. I know it's not very much, but to me it means the world. You know, I'm working hard to step up my game. I've got studio lights here, a mic, threw all my money into a computer, new lens, new camera, trying to up the quality for you guys. And we got screwed over again on the gyms, so they're not opening again because apparently air conditioners in gyms could spread the virus, you know, whatever, even though I guess that's exempt for Walmarts and restaurants. So we're still lifting at home, but trust me, it's going to be a really cool year. We're going to have lots of bangers of videos, and the quality is just going to keep going up and up. My next big video I have planned that I know I've been talking about, but I finally got everything I need for it, will be a review of Greg Doucette's Anabolic Kitchen. We're really excited for that video. The cookbook, I'll be reviewing it. I really do like it, and hopefully you guys will like the video as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.